Hey everybody, and welcome to a video talking about the Mewtwo raid that is coming on the 1st of September. Now this is going to coincide with you claiming your free Mew. If you haven't claimed one already, there is a video in the description down below. There's also the code in the description, which is going to be the mystery gift code on how to get one. Now, there is a nice little gimmick during the raid is that if you do use a Mew during the raid, your Mew will receive 50% extra health and 20% increase to all of the other stats. So Mew is a very good choice and option to use during the Mewtwo Mightiest Mark raid, which is going to be probably one of the most difficult raids we've had in Scarlet and Violet to date. Now, if we look at Mewtwo, Mewtwo is a absolute monster. It's going to be Psychic type. It's going to have Tera type Psychic as well. So for its weaknesses or type defenses, it's going to be weak to Bug type attacks, Ghost type attacks, and Dark type attacks. But the real scary thing here is the stats that this Mewtwo has. They are the most terrifying, intimidating things that you will ever see. First of all, it's got a speed of 130. It's always going to hit first in pretty much all cases. Even if you're using Mew, Mewtwo will always hit first. You can see here it has a very good HP, it's got a good attack, it's got really okay-ish defense and special defense. I say okay-ish, but 90 is still pretty damn good. Its special attack being 154 means that every single thing that is a special attack coming out of this Mewtwo is going to hurt a lot. So trying to minimize the damage you take to your special defense is probably one of the best ways to go. In comparison, if we look at Mew here, which comes with the only single ability Synchronize, which passes a Burn, Poison, or Paralysis to the foe, which I doubt Mewtwo is going to be doing any of those things, the ability makes no difference. And as a base Psychic type, we also have the same weaknesses that Mewtwo will have, but we will have the ability to have a different Tera type. Most people are probably going to be looking at Tera types for Bug, Ghost, or Dark. However, there is actually weaknesses in all three of those, so it's really dependent on what Mewtwo has. For example, Dark-type Pokemon have a weakness to Fighting-type moves, which Mewtwo has Aura Sphere and several other fighting moves. Mewtwo also has Fire Blast to deal with Bug-type, and if you go with the Ghost Tera type, Mewtwo has the Shadow Ball, which is, it has coverage on pretty much everything, unless you're using certain gimmicks or certain moves or certain held items to change how you get affected. It's really dependent on what Mewtwo has. So it's very hard to build an actual build at this stage, though there are some that you can try. There is just a chance that it might not work. Now, looking at Mew stats here, you can see here we have basically 100 for everything, right? But keep in mind, we get 50% increase to HP. So instead of 100 HP, we will have 150 HP, which is really good. We're going to have a lot more HP to deal with, probably 600 HP if you are fully EV trained, if I'm even doing the math correctly here as well. And then for everything else, it gets increased by 20%. So your attack, your defense, special attack, special defense, and speed will be 120, which is still very, very good. And it's also hard to find other Pokemon who will be on the same kind of fighting terms other than Mew to fight Mewtwo, unless it has like a really specific gimmick involved that is immune to like all of Mewtwo's attacks somehow. One of my friends has convinced me to actually maybe go with the Dark Tera typing because it's probably one of the more successful ones. Even though you might get hit with Aura Sphere, at least you have a higher chance of surviving, and this only takes effect once you are terrestrialized as well. And with our high HP, we should be okay. So this is a Mew. I recommend getting your Mew to level 100. Don't slack on the level at all. We're going to be using the Shell Bell item. Ability is going to be synchronized. You don't have to worry. There's only one ability option available. Now, my friend has me convinced in using a Mew that is going to be using the Dark Tera typing. However, this is going to be very specific to the actual raid on raid day on the 1st of September. So rather just get your Mew to level 100 and have the items ready for what builds are working on the day. But if you want, you are able to get this build ready in time if you want to try your luck. You just might have to change it at the very end. So your Mew needs to be level 100. Do not slack on that. It has to have the Dark Tera type in this case. The held item we're using is the Shell Bell, which is going to heal us for every single time that we attack. We have the ability Synchronize, which is you can't have any other ability. That's the only one you get on Mew. For our moves, we have Nasty Plot, which raises our user's special attack by 2. We have Acid Spray, which is going to lower the special target defense on Mewtwo so that we can hit it a lot harder. We also do have the option of using the move Snarl, which is going to lower the special attack by 1 on Mewtwo in case you want to roll with that instead of Acid Spray. We have Dark Pulse, which is going to be our move of choice once we terrestrialize into the Dark typing. And then Life Dew, which heals the user as well as our allies for a quarter of their max HP. In this case, it should be around 150 HP for you and everybody in the raid with you. This is a fantastic ability to use in this case. For our EVs, we're going to go 252 EVs into HP, 252 EVs into special attack, and 4 EVs into special defense. Now, the reason why we've put all our EVs into HP instead of special defense is because Mewtwo has moves that can both hit you with physical or special. So it's rather better to go with HP because you cover both bases instead of fully investing on defense on one side. And finally, the nature is going to be the modest nature, the one that increases your special attack by 10% and decreases your attack by 10%. And that is essentially the build I'm going to be trying alongside with my friend on the 1st of September. On the day, we're going to be obviously putting together a new build if this does not work and see what changes we can make and how to actually beat Mewtwo in the easiest way possible so that everybody can beat it and catch one of their own Mewtwo's for the game in case you don't already have one from like Let's Go Pikachu or Pokemon Sword and Shield, like how I have mine in the game already. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Can't wait for the raid, and I'll see you guys then. And thank you so much for watching.